let's go through the process now of creating, say, a virtual network and subnet. All right, so here we are on portal.azure.com. Going to click the menu button. I'm going to go to resource group. I'm just going to create a new resource group, and I'm going to call it vNet Demo RG. All right, so that's going to be my resource group. Review and create, and I'm going to go to the menu button and go to all services, and we'll do a search for virtual network, and there it is right there, virtual network. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click to create a virtual network. Resource group is the one I just created, and then I'm going to give it a name. Okay, so I'm going to call this vNet 1. All right, and that'll be East US. I'll click next, and I can select, if I want to go ahead and create a subnet now, I can go ahead and create a subnet now. It will create a default one here, but I'm actually going to change that, and I'm going to call this subnet 1A. Oh, you know what? I need to change my range too. I'm going to alter the range to 10.1.00/16. All right, and then we will go to add our subnet. And the subnet name is going to be subnet 1A, and that's going to be 10.1.1.0/24. All right, so as you can see here, you have the 251 plus 5 Azure reserved addresses. So again, Azure does reserve some addresses for itself for the internal routing of it. Okay, not getting into NAT gateway and service endpoints in this video here, so I'm just going to click add, and then I've just got my first subnet here. Now I'm going to add another subnet in a moment, but I wanted to add just that one. I'm not adding an IPv6 address space. I'm going to click next. Now in security, I'm not really covering a bunch of security in this video, but I will say this. You have what's called a bastion host. A bastion host is a secure way that you can allow somebody to remote into a virtual machine that is on the subnet. But I'm not getting into that in this video right now. And then also you have DDoS, that's distributed denial of service attack protection. Standard. This is an extra add-on that'll give you additional layers of protection to prevent a distributed denial of service attack if that were to occur against your virtual machines. In other words, hackers out there trying to perform a denial of service attack by blasting you with so much traffic that it could take your network services down. This would turn that on. Of course, you can research the cost of that through the Azure calculator. Same for the Azure firewall. I'm not going to turn Azure firewall on right now, but this is how you could do it if you wanted while you're creating the vNet. At that point, if I wanted to set any tags, I could. I'm going to click review and create. All right, and validation passed, so we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger and click create, and we're now creating our vNet. All right, so we'll let that process through. Doesn't take usually too long. Once that's done, I'm ready to jump in and take a look at it. So kind of taking the long way here, but I'm going to go to the menu button, we'll go to resource group, and we'll go to down here where it says vNet Demo RG, and then there is our vNet 1. So if we go ahead and go into that, you'll notice that I can create subnets. If I go over here to the subnets blade, all right, and I have one subnet that's already set up. Let's go ahead and add another subnet. We'll call this subnet 1B, all right, and that will be 10.1.2.0/24. All right, not enabling any of this stuff right now. I'm going to click save, and we have now officially added our second subnet. So we have vNet 1. Okay, maybe vNet 1 is going to be our hub-based vNet. We're doing a hub and spoke. Let's create some more vNets. So we'll go over here. We'll click to create. All right. Virtual network. All right, and there it is. Click to create a virtual network. In the vNet Demo RG, we'll call this vNet 2. All right. This will be East US, address space. All right, we will say 10.2, and we will add our subnet, which will be subnet 2A. And we'll do 10.2.1.0/24. Click Add, and we've added one subnet to that. I'm going to go ahead and click Review and Create. And click Create. And we've now submitted our second VNet. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and create another one. So we'll go to VNet Demo RG. Looks like it just finished. It does take a moment to populate into the resource group, so just be advised that it doesn't always show up immediately. You can click refresh, you can see that it hasn't shown up yet. But let's go ahead and create another one. All right, create. And this will be VNet 3, East US. We'll set our address range to be 10.3. All right, and we'll set our first subnet. We'll call this subnet 1A or 3A, and it'll be 10.3.1.0/24. All right, and then we'll click Add, Review and Create, and Create. All right, so we just submitted it, and we'll go ahead and jump in and we'll create one more. The second VNet has shown up. All right. And this will be VNet 4. Go here, set our IP addresses 10.4.00/16, and then add subnet 10.4.1.0/24. Oh, I need to put the name there actually. Subnet 4A. There we go. And we'll just paste that addressing space back in, 10.4.1.0/24. We'll click Add, and there we go. We've added our first subnet to that. We'll click Review and Create, and once validation is done, we're going to go ahead and click Create. So it's now submitted. Let's go back over to our resource group, and we can see that our first three VNets, the first three VNets have shown up. All right. And so from there, if we wanted to add additional subnets to those, we could click on it, like VNet 2. We have subnet here. We only have subnet 2A. If we wanted to add subnet 2B, we just go here, subnet 2B, give it this addressing space. So this will be 10.2.2 because we have 10.2.1 already. That's 2A, right? /24. We're going to click Save. And we've now added an additional subnet to that. If we jump back in there, we can see, if we click refresh, let's see if the fourth one has shown up, and it has. All right, so we've now created our four VNets, and we've created our different subnets that we wanted to have in each of the VNets, okay? Keeping in mind that as of right now, even though the subnets within the VNets can talk, like subnet 1A and 2A and 1B can talk to each other, none of the VNets can talk to each other at the moment. To do that, you have to get into peering, okay? But right now, we've at least got our VNets set up, and we've got our subnets set up the way we want, all right? And that's what I wanted to accomplish in this video. Hey, this is John Christopher. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I want you to know that I'm trying really hard to grow this channel, so I hope you'll give me a like and a subscribe. Also, if you'll check the description in this video, I've got a link for you that can show you how you can get access to all my different courses. I have lots of different Microsoft certification courses that'll help you pass your exam. All right, thanks a lot for watching the video, and I hope to see you again.